Hey, if you want to stop the negative junk that's holding you back so that you can enjoy life more, then this episode's for you. This is the Enjoy Life podcast. If you feel overwhelmed or stuck and you want to break free so that you can find your power to take action to achieve your goals and enjoy life, then you're in the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. My name is Nick Mazie, and it's my desire to be your guide through this material so that you can choose your mindset, goals, and actions so you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. Now let's dive right in. Well, welcome to episode 172 of the Enjoy Life podcast. As always, I am thrilled that you're here and joining in and taking part. In today's episode, I think this is a good one. It's one that impacts me a whole lot, and I really think you'll get where I'm coming from on it. It's just one of those things that we experience a whole lot, almost every day, I believe. But using this little thing that happens, using it to our advantage, and being intentional and using it so that we can, enjoy life more, so that we can achieve our goals, so that we can live the lives that we want. That's what takes a little bit of effort. We got to be intentional with it. It's going to happen anyways. So why don't we take advantage of it so that we can make the most of our lives and enjoy life? So what am I talking about? Well, I can't tell you quite yet. Let me start off with telling you a little something. I recently bought a truck. I bought myself a Toyota Tacoma, and the strangest thing happened. And I know it hasn't happened to anybody else ever, but the strangest thing happened. After I bought the truck, I noticed that there were Toyota Tacomas everywhere. Now, obviously, it's only ever happened to me. No, of course not. Of course not. I'm not the only person this has happened to. After buying something, I saw it everywhere. I'm sure this has happened to you. After you bought something or saw something that you wanted, anything, you end up seeing it all over the place. Well, for the Toyota Tacoma, they're a great truck. No, I'm not going to try to sell you one. Definitely not mine. But they're great, and so I know that there's some out there. But did anything really change after I bought it, where all of a sudden magically everybody else bought a truck that same day, and then the next day they were everywhere? No, the number of trucks on the road didn't change. What changed? Well, something was different. And see, what changed was me. What changed was me. I started looking for them. I just bought one, so it was on my mind, it was on my attention, and then all of a sudden, I started seeing them everywhere. It was this mystical, amazing, strange power. What it was is I found what I was looking for. I was looking to see, if there's other Toyota Tacomas out there. I started finding them because I was finding what I was looking for. It was crazy. So the question is this is the question I'm going to ask you. What are you looking for? See, this applies to many things. It's not just about, trucks or cars or stuff that we buy. And this applies to so many things. You can find what you look for. If you're looking for the good in life, in other people, in situations, or maybe the not so good. If you're looking for the funny things, the sad, the boring. The boring is a funny thing. If I go to an event, or I have to participate in something, and I'm thinking in my mind, wow, this is going to be really boring. Or, hey, another Zoom meeting. Of course, I'm thinking this is going to be boring. And the more I'm thinking that, and I'm kind of looking for reasons why this is going to be boring and not engaging, then the more of those things I'm going to find. But the other side's also true. If I'm sitting there like, hey, you know what? I'm going to make the most of this, and there's going to be something good here. There's going to be something that's going to be positive, that's going to be beneficial. If I'm looking for that, it's the strangest thing. I will find something that's related to it being good or positive or engaging. I'll find what I'm looking for. Now, sometimes it takes some work.
Sometimes it takes some work, especially when we're trying to find the positive, the good things, and there's a lot of other stuff going on. Sometimes that really does take a lot of work to find it. But you can find what you look for. It does take some work. This is where the being intentional and using it, like I mentioned at the very beginning, like using this thing that's going on, we got to use it to our advantage so that we can enjoy life and achieve our goals. Let me jump in here really quick. I just have to share with you that powerful goals can help pull you forward toward achieving them. They make taking action, doing the work, and actually making progress toward them easier because they're powerful. I said they pull you forward. So you got to make sure that your goals are powerful enough to help you to do the work necessary to make them a reality. And an easy way to check your goals is by using my 7-point powerful goals checklist. Get the checklist for free, review your goals, and make sure they're as powerful as they can be, that way you can go toward the life that you want and enjoy life. Get the checklist at nickmazy.com/goals7. That's nickmazy.com/GOALS and then the number 7. Now back to the episode. Have you ever found Waldo? Have you ever found Waldo? Where's Waldo? Okay. Just to be completely honest here, I am not that great at finding Waldo. All those different images that look really, really similar. Sometimes it's tough for me to find what I'm looking for, and I'm searching for Waldo, and I'm trying to find him, and it takes a while. It seems like it takes a really long time for me. I seem to be the last person that finds them. But if I search and I'm patient and I keep at it and I put in a little bit of work, I can find him and I can find all his friends. It's like Waldo, Wanda. There's a dog. There's a magician, I think, and Oddlaw, the bad Waldo. All right, I know I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here. I have kids. We search for Waldo, but the point is that if I stick to it and I keep looking for what I want to find, I will find it, even if it's difficult, even if it's a challenge, even if I have to sort through a whole bunch of other stuff. I can find what I'm looking for. And I believe the same is true for you. Now, here's the other side. We have to be careful about for what we look for. You got to be careful with what you look for because you'll end up finding it. So stop looking for the junk. There's going to be plenty of things out there that are negative, and if you look for them, you will find them. Or this one. If you're looking for an excuse, you'll find them. You'll find plenty of excuses. If achieving your goal and doing the work that as you want and living the life that you want, if it's going to take a whole lot of work, and in the back of your mind you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, or I don't know if I can, and you start making up these reasons why you can't do it, and then you're like, well, in the back of your mind somewhere, you might be saying, well, maybe if there's just enough reasons why I can't do this, then I shouldn't even put in the effort because I don't want to fail, and it's not worth doing if I'm not going to be able to do it. Then you're looking for excuses. And once you start looking for excuses, you'll find them. You'll find them. That's why we have to be careful about what we look for. And it really does take some effort to find the positive, the good, the reasons why you can achieve something, the reasons why it's worth your effort. Because it's easier to find the negative stuff. It really is. It really is. It's easier to find the negative things that give us an excuse or a reason not to try to put in a whole lot of the work. It is. And it's easier to find what you're looking for. And it's this funny thing. And it's called confirmation bias. And I'm not going to get too sciencey or anything like that. I can nerd out a little bit on some psychology stuff, I know. But it's this confirmation bias. And that's saying that what we're already thinking and what we're already kind of looking for, it's going to be easier for us to find things that confirm what we're already thinking. So if you're thinking, hey, it's not worth me putting in the work to achieve my goals, if you're already thinking that, man, you're going to find excuses to support that. But that's not being intentional. That's not you guiding your life to go where you want it to go. That's taking the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance, the least amount of work, is never going to lead to the life that you want. This is your life. You got to be intentional. You got to guide it to go where you want it to go. And when you put in that work, it can make such a big difference. It can be the difference between you achieving your goals and living the life that you want, or you not. Now, part of this, really choosing what we look for is also choosing what we're putting into our mind. Because if I put a bunch of negative stuff into my mind, then it's going to be even more difficult for me to search for the positive because I'm flooding my mind with a bunch of junk. That's why I have to watch out for myself and not reading the news too much, because I'll end up checking the news all the time. Sometimes, and it's a bunch of negative things. And the problem is that when I put a bunch of negative stuff into my mind, I end up using that confirmation bias, and I search for more things that confirm where my mind's going. And that doesn't lead anywhere positive. Now, I'm pretty certain that I can just stop reading a bunch of the news and still be every bit as informed as I would be if I read it all the time. That's why I have to balance out what I'm putting into my mind with some good positive news. And that's why I like the Good News Network. You can search for it, check it out. There are so many positive, wonderful things that are going on that will just reaffirm your faith in humanity so fast. Now, and there's just not a lot of money in the marketing and all that stuff behind it. And it doesn't grab attention like a negative headline. So you have to actually go out and search for it. But you can check out the Good News Network if you're feeling a little bit negative or a little bit down, and then all this other stuff's just standing out because you end up searching out for the things to kind of confirm all the bad stuff going on, then check out the Good News Network. Just search for Good News Network. And it's just a lot of good stuff out there. And choosing to focus on the positive, the good things that are helpful for your life and your mindset, that is not, and not looking at the negative, that's not putting your head in the sand and pretending none of it exists. You'll still know what's going on, but you still can bring positive, good things into your mind so that it'll help you to look for the good, look for the solutions, look for the positive, the good things in life, so that you can guide your life to go where you want it to go. It'll be positive and encouraging to you to be able to put in the work to achieve your goals and live the life that you want. Okay, I went on a little bit of a tangent, but back to the point of being careful what you look for. Because if you choose to look for the things that are going to help you to live the life that you want, that are going to help you to achieve your goals, you can find them. You can find them. It takes more effort and energy to be intentional with what you search for than to just let all the other stuff come into your vision and distract you. It does take more effort, but your effort is worth it because this is your life, and it's up to you to guide your life to go where you want it to go. But you can. It's up to you to achieve your goals, but you can. It's up to you to act in a way that you want to be, to search for the things that you want to find, to live the life that you want. But you can do it. It takes a little bit of work, but you can do it, and the work is worth it. All the effort is worth it because this is your life. So go out there and search for the things that you want to find so that you can live the life that you want and you can enjoy life. Sound good? Well, that's what I have for today's episode. Thank you for listening, and I can't wait to talk to you again next week. I want to take just a moment right here to say I am glad that you're here. I am glad that you're joining in, you're listening in, you're taking action, you're following through on some of the information that we talk about. The pieces that apply to your life, that resonate with you, you're doing something about it. And that's awesome. I love that. I love that so much. Because I believe that you are powerful, you are capable. I believe you can claim your power to guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. That's what this podcast is here, and this is what my message is here for you to do. But I am counting on you a little bit. I'm counting on you to help share this message with other people. There's a million podcasts out there these days, and if you take just a moment, just one quick moment,
you can help more people to find this message. You can either share it on social media, or you can take a second and just give a rating and review. That way more people can find this podcast, this episode, and this message. I want this message to help you, and I want it to help the people that you know that it might resonate with too. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for sharing this message. Thank you for being you. All right. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you again soon.